October 16th, heading north to work on the cabin again. It's Friday morning. The sun is just coming up. I'm on the road. I had to pack this morning. I had a long day yesterday, so I didn't get to pack. Hope to build a bed frame while we're up there. Run some more electrical wire. A few odds and ends. And then we're going to start getting ready for deer season. We're well into bow season. Hoping to start hunting around Halloween. So I got to get some things ready for that. So we'll see you when we get there. So you might have noticed the gas can lights when I did a little walkthrough there. So that was a fun project. You can see it behind me here. Those gas cans I acquired from my dad, and they've been floating around my garage for a few years. And I thought, what can I do with them things? So trying to do this thing on a budget. I probably could have went and bought a light fixture, really a little cheaper than what I got into them. But with that said, I don't know, maybe not. I got some black pipe and a shop light that I modified for the fixture on the inside. So let me show you that. So on the inside, I just took that utility light, I cut the end off, and I put the light outlet, the light socket, flip that around. Can't really see it too well. Just maybe there you can. And I have these little clips that I use to hold the utility light to the top of the can. Of course, I just ran the wire, drilled a hole in the side here and pulled it through the black pipe. See that? Turned out pretty neat. This one's got a partially clear lid to it. So at night it actually illuminates through that, and then I left the fill cap off, and it also illuminates light up into the gable. So it's kind of a neat little touch. Very similar over there. That one has a, again, I took the fill cap off, and the spout, that's got a solid metal cap on it, but it's no big deal. I crimped the handles so they'd stand up. So putting them on the wall was a little bit tricky. I had plenty of extra wire. I drilled a hole in the wood, and I pulled the wire through first after I assembled it all. And then I had to hold that up there while I ran a couple screws into that that little coupling up there. But it wasn't too bad. If you're somewhat handy, you can figure it out. So, neat. Little neat idea for some old oil cans or old gas cans you have laying around. Of course, I'd recommend wash them out good before you start cutting at them. So another neat little thing that was in the video here, these balusters. I didn't make those. They are cedar, so I thought they were fitting in here, and they're kind of that Bavarian look. I took them out of a building I purchased a few years ago. I probably got a couple hundred of them. But yeah, they're fitting, kind of a Bavarian look, and of course anything that's Bavarian typically is kind of outdoorsy atmosphere. So neat little touch to the cabin, and I didn't have to make any balusters. I originally was thinking of, you know, the traditional old small trees or something. I was going to do something like that, but well, I tell you what, I popped them up pretty quick. And I like the way it looks. I really do. So, see that. Just give you an idea if you're wanting to make some of these. This is actually 11.5 inch wide, so a 1x12, and you know, they just cut little, you know, 45s out of them in about 3 inches, and I get another measurement here, about a 9-inch span here, cut 45s, and just do that twice with about a 1-inch straight run there. And so they're pretty easy to make. I could have made some if I had the lumber laying around. It would probably look just as effective with a 1x6 or a 1x8. So I don't know if you're interested in sizing on those. So I was already asked why the breaker box. Well, simply I had it. It was in my tool room, not being used, and I decided to use it in the cabin. It's going to allow me to, you know, hook things up as I go without having to tap into stuff that's already done, really. I mean, I could have just hardwired this whole thing and plugged it in the generator, but just wiring this cabin as I go. So I ran one circuit, and then I do have some wires in the wall. Just a little bit of convenience I can add on to it down the road, whatever. It's probably not necessary, but that's what I did. After a wet and rainy Sunday, after talking with the wife and looking at the weather forecast, I stayed one more day. Everybody else went home. And I'm working on this electrical, getting some more electrical done. But man, look at beautiful day. It was just dreary yesterday. So I'm taking advantage of that power box I got. I'm, you know, just like I said, I'm adding another circuit to it right now. I already had a wire in the wall. So I already had that wire ran in the wall. I wasn't even sure what I was going to do with it. So I put a little junction box there, and I split the power in a couple different directions. This is going to be a light switch for an exterior porch light. I've got a light switch right here that will control a light up in the balcony there. And I want it down here in case somebody leaves it on up there. I can just walk over here and hit that switch on my own. And I think they could lean over the side and hit it if they needed to, whoever's up there. Running some electrical outlets in the works on that one. And even though we're roughing it in the woods, I'm going to put an outlet up here for a television. I had one in my camper, and it was kind of nice once in a while, so I think I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to run some wire up to the top here. I got to get a light. This living area here is pretty dark without a light, so we're going to get a light in there. All right, time to get back to it.